Well, if you thought our Day 3 episode of the 12 Tech Tips of Christmas was an awesome episode, get ready to have your minds blown again with Day number 9. Hi everybody, my name is Tristan and I am the creator of the EdTech Teacher. And on today's episode, we are going back and looking at more keyboard shortcuts, otherwise known as Keyboard Shortcuts, the sequel. More common and useful keyboard shortcuts that will save you a ton of time in the classroom. So let's not take any shortcuts and let's get started with Day 9 of the 12 Tech Tips of Christmas from the EdTech Teacher. Welcome to part 2 of the Keyboard Shortcuts 12 Tech Tips of Christmas edition. So we recently, as one of our 12 Tech Tips of Christmas episodes, spoke to you about some keyboard shortcuts that we can use when we are using our web browser. Today, we're going to talk to you about some keyboard shortcuts that you can use when you are doing some document editing. Now, just to give a bit of clarification, a lot of these keyboard shortcuts that we're about to mention can be used in a variety of contexts and a variety of ways. They're not just exclusive to Microsoft Word like I'm going to show you to them today. So they can be used across multiple platforms and pretty much anywhere that you can use a keyboard shortcut. So just be aware of that they're not just exclusive to Microsoft Word like I'm going to show you today. So let's get started. I am in Microsoft Word. I just have a generic Microsoft Word resume template open so that I can show you some of these keyboard shortcuts. And just remember that I'm going to refer to the control key. So if you're using a Microsoft device, it's going to be the key that has the letters CTRL on it. And if you're using an Apple device, you're going to be using your command key instead. So let's start off with some of the basic keyboard shortcuts that most of us probably know. So if we highlight some text here, let's highlight some text. I want to highlight a heap of text there. There we go. Highlight a bit of text there. Say that we want to cut or copy that particular text. Okay, Control C to copy that particular text so that we can put that somewhere else and reuse that text. Okay, so if I press the Enter button here and I press Control V, I can paste that text that I've copied. Now, if I want to go and maybe cut that text and remove it, I'm going to go Control X, all right, and it's cut that particular text out of my document. I haven't just copied it, I've removed it from my document. And again, if I go Control V, I can paste it back in there nice and easy. So 3 really great shortcuts that everybody should know and we should make sure our students know. All right, so Control C to copy, Control V to paste, and Control X to cut. All right, so say we're creating a document and we want to include some links. So we can do that really easily. So just make sure that you have highlighted the particular text that you want to add the link to, and then we're going to press Control or Command and the letter K. And when we're in Microsoft, especially Microsoft Word here, we can link to an existing file or a web page. Another spot in this document, we can link to a new document, or we can add an email address here. So let's link it to the EdTech Teacher website there. So now I have linked that particular text to my website. So when students are using it, they'll be able to Control plus click. So we can press the Control button here and click on that, and it's going to take me to the EdTech Teacher website, just like it has there. All right, let's head back to our document and have a look at some of the other really cool shortcuts that we can use. So we might be using a document and we might have, 20, 30, 40, 50 pages, and we don't feel like scrolling all the way to the top or moving the bar over here to the top. What we can actually do is use another keyboard shortcut. So we can press the Control key and we can press the Home button, and it's going to take us to the top of our document. How awesome is that? Obviously, if we're going home, we can also go to the bottom. So again, if we press Control and we press the End key, it'll take us to the bottom of our document as well. Really simple way to maneuver between the top and the bottom of your document using those 2 keyboard shortcuts. So Control Home to go up and Control End to go back down. Alright, so I'm going to go Control Home to go back up to the top of my document to show you some more. Alright, so sometimes when we're creating a document, we might like to reuse it, and if it's got dates or names or something in it, rather than going through and, finding all of those dates or names or whatever words we have, we can actually use a keyboard shortcut called Find and Replace. So let's go and look at that. So we're going to press Control G. Alright, now what we're going to do is we are going to find a particular word. Alright, so we'll go the word the, okay, and we can go and have a look at that. Oops, okay, we can decide where we're looking at. Alright, we can replace, let's say, the with hello. Alright, so we can find and replace all of the words the with hello there. So there was only one the in this particular document, but if we've got a name, it's a really great way to go and fix that. So same thing, if we just want to find a word here, alright, we can do that, and it's showing us where that particular word would be located in that document. A really great way if we're making multiple edits or we're reusing documents year after year. Okay, obviously a couple of other really useful shortcuts. Alright, Control S is going to save our document. Alright, a really important one. Much simpler than heading up here and going File, save as all the time. Just Control S, really simple keyboard shortcut. Alright, if we want to print, again, instead of going up to File, heading down to Print and, all of those mouse clicks and movements, we can just Control P to go to our print options so that we can print our document. Really, really simple. Alright, another really cool keyboard shortcut is the ability to undo any change that we have made in our document. So this one does involve a little bit of maneuvering. So if we press Control and the letter Z, it's going to be able to change and fix any of those changes that we have made. If we want to backspace, okay, and we want to delete a whole word at a time rather than just a single letter, alright, we can press Control, the Control button, and the backspace key, alright, and we can then edit there. That one's not working for me at the moment. Not sure why that one's not working. Hang on, I'm going to click off this. Oh, maybe we'll go down here. No. Alright, so Control plus the backspace key will allow you to delete a whole word at a time rather than just a single letter. Alright, a really great time-saving shortcut that you can use in the classroom. Alright, just a couple more really cool shortcuts. So say we would like to maybe increase the size of our text rather than heading up here and clicking on the A to increase and the other A to decrease the size of the text. There's actually a couple of really cool keyboard shortcuts that we can do. So we can press the Control key, the Shift key, and then if we want to make our text a little bit bigger, we're going to press the period key. Okay, so by doing that, we are actually going to be able to increase our font size. Alright, so by doing that, it's not working right now, which is strange. I have a feeling it's because I'm using a template. So let's put that in there. Let's highlight just that text. No, I don't want all of that. Let's just go that. There we go. So we're going to go Control, Shift, and we're using the Control, Shift, and period key to make our text bigger there. Obviously, if we're doing that, we can also make our text smaller. This time we're going to press Control, Shift, and the comma button, alright, which is going to decrease the size of our text. So Control, Shift, period to make our text bigger, Control, Shift, and comma to make our text a little bit smaller. Alright, so they are some really cool keyboard shortcuts that we can use when we are working on something like a document here. All right, just a couple more just to finish this off here. If we use the Control and A shortcut, we're going to select everything on the page there, which is really fantastic. Okay, if we want to then maybe cut it, or we want to copy the text there. Okay, so Control and A will select everything on our page. All right, well, there are some really cool, simple keyboard shortcuts that you can use when you are doing something like document editing. Now, if I have confused you significantly or you have forgotten some of these keyboard shortcuts, you can just head to the EdTech Teacher website and you can have a look at our keyboard shortcuts infographic, which is tech tip number 3, which lists a whole range of keyboard shortcuts. Obviously, there's a whole range of keyboard shortcuts out there that we just don't have enough time to go through them all. But if you go and Google keyboard shortcuts, you'll learn about a whole heap of them. Look, keyboard shortcuts are great. They save you time, all right? They reduce the mouse clicks that we need to make, and they're really great to teach your colleagues and your students to help improve our efficiency when we are using a computer. Well, that's probably it for today for our keyboard shortcut number 2 session here on the 12 Tech Tips of Christmas. It is day 9, all right? We're just a couple of days away from Christmas and the end of the 12 Tech Tips of Christmas. Well, my name is Tristan. I am the creator of the EdTech Teacher. I hope you've learnt at least one new keyboard shortcut today that you can go out and test in your classroom and you can share with your colleagues and your students. Well, until our next 12 Tech Tips of Christmas video, which is coming tomorrow, I hope everybody stays safe. Thank you so much for watching this video from the EdTech Teacher. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up so that you can tell other people just how amazing the videos and tutorials are from the EdTech Teacher. And if you haven't done so already, we would love it if you would head over here and click the red subscribe button to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget that once you've subscribed to our channel, to click the notification bell so that you are notified when new videos are added to our channel. We are so grateful that you've taken the time to watch one of our videos, and we hope you come back very soon. Thanks very much from the EdTech Teacher.